Aquis Farm recently expanded its growing operation into Victoria with new sires Zoustar's Lean Mean Machine and Fastnet Rock's Siege of Quebec. Meanwhile, in Queensland, there's a new stallion Performer by Exceed and Excel, offering great value for local breeders. Murray, there's so much investment in the Victorian breeding industry, which is great to see, and you've had so much support, Aquis, from local breeders coming here with two gorgeous new stallions.
We have, Caroline. We've been delighted with the way we've been received. Obviously, Aquis are a big, aggressive, expanding company, and the two stallions that we've got have been really well received because one of the things that we've got here is this fantastic 500-acre farm. It's been a property that's been going for a number of years, and obviously we're on Northwood Road, so we're right next to a couple of other very significant farms in Darley and Swettenham. But this farm is going to be a fantastic farm for our base in Victoria. We obviously are looking to expand. We're putting our toe in the water with the two new horses this year, but we hope to be part of the Victorian industry for a long time.
Lean Mean Machine, Zoustar, Boom Sarah.
When you're looking at Lean Mean Machine by Zoustar from She's Meaner. Now, Zoustar, we know what a super stallion he's become, and She's Meaner, she was a fabulous stakes winner herself. His pedigree is just so precocious.
It is. He was a Group 2 winner himself as a 2-year-old, Group 2 winner as a 3-year-old, so he did train on. But yeah, Zoustar is a horse that Victorians know quite well. He stood here for a couple of years. Unfortunately, he's not coming back, and at his service fee now at the level it's at, we think this horse, because he was a precocious 2-year-old, and at the service fee of $16,000, he represents great value for Victorians who've obviously experienced success with Zoustar.
When you look at the frame on him and his shoulder and his hindquarters, those gaskins and everything, just the power that he has, he's going to turn into just a fabulous looking stallion.
Yeah, he really is. We had the parade here 2 weeks ago, and everyone was in awe of what he will become. So it's just at the moment it still looks like he's a horse straight off the track. But in 12 months' time, he'll be a totally different horse, and he really will, you'd think, throw that to his progeny the same as Zoustar's done. He's very much in the mould of Zoustar. He's a little bit taller, but he's got the same beautiful head, same typical Zoustar ears, and he's going to be a fantastic horse when he lets down.
Lean Mean Machine bursting through the centre.
And outside his first start, which he won, he raced in just group company for the rest of his career, and we think that we're lucky that we've got the first son of Zoustar to go to stud, because we know Zoustar's in training this year. They certainly expect him to win a Group 1, and when he does, he'll, I would imagine, be retired a Widden at a considerably higher fee than our bloke is at this year. So we just think he's just fantastic value with that bloodline, that performance, and what he represents for Victoria. He's obviously a great grandson of Encosta de Largo, who's probably Victoria's most successful stallion ever. So there's very little Danehill. Zoustar himself's out of a Roots mare, but he's out of Lean Mean Machine's out of a Falvalon mare, out of a Prince Salieri mare. So really anything that you wanted to by way of pedigree could come to him. But he's a big, strong horse, so probably anything that maybe isn't over 16-1 or something like that, a smaller, neater, compactor mare would suit him perfectly, and he should leave great types.
Siege of Quebec is now the only danger.
Siege of Quebec, he's by Fastnet Rock, but he's just a lovely quality Fastnet Rock, isn't he? We know a $1.2 million Inglis Easter yearling, and then sold again for $1 million to Aquis at the Chairman's Racing Prospect sale. So he is just the perfect type, isn't he?
That's generally a good indicator, Caroline. Just said when they sell for that sort of money, the yearling judges don't generally get that wrong. He was unbeaten as a 2-year-old, and there was obviously great promise held for him then that he was a genuine Group horse and a genuine Group 1 horse, and that didn't change throughout his career. He was always regarded as a genuine Group 1 winning potential horse. He just didn't quite get that ultimate achievement.
Now Parada hitting top gear. Siege of Quebec goes to him.
Having beaten Parada in the Bill Ritchie, he was third to him in the All Age, the Group 1. That was his last run. And also Godolphin Sprint Star Osborne Bulls in second placing. So he was always up for the fight.
He retired sound after that. He went straight to the farm in Queensland to get ready to come down to us. So we were delighted when it was decided that he would stand as one of our initial stallions in Victoria. One of the attributes that he's got, Caroline, the people that were at the parade a couple of weeks ago did notice the great walk that he's got him. A really athletic son of Fastnet from a really good family, and at the service fee that he's now at 9,000 plus GST, he's a really affordable horse for, and certainly for people bred to race that you know, don't want to pay a big service for. He's a perfect horse for them.
Bondi swept to the front here, but Performer goes to it.
Well, Queensland obviously is the base, the original base of Aquis in Australia, and it's great to see a son of Exceed and Excel such as Performer standing for the first season.
Absolutely. Look, it's very close to Mr. Fung and his family's heart, the Queensland base, and Performer was just a lovely horse that we couldn't bypass. He's by Exceed and Excel out of a Snippets mare. Great 2-year-old. Just couldn't go past him.
And of course half-brother to a Galaxy winner and the top sprinter in Bell's Sprinter, but he won the Breeders' Plate, and we know so many top stallions win this. You know, this is the first juvenile display of speed and precocity, and slipper winners, Vancouver, Piero Capitalist, and top sires, Snitzel, Sebring, etc. have all won the Breeders' Plate.
You have to be probably the most precocious 2-year-old to win the Breeders' Plate, and a very fast one.
It's Performer moving up now.
He was just a tough natural 2-year-old, like a typical Exceed. Exceed's the best source of juvenile speed and precocity, not just in Australia, around the world. And he was just a jump and run sort from day dot. He was a $450,000 Magic Million purchase. Darren Thomas bred him and sold him, and he's just been a horse that came to him very easily for Chris Waller and just went on with it from the first barrier trials, and went on and won a stakes race and a Group 3 as a 2-year-old. He has all the strength about him, and it couldn't be a better testament that Darren Thomas has actually bought back into the horse with us now, and he's going to stand the horse with us in partnership at stud. And he actually suits the Queensland breeding industry to the T, this horse. And as you know, Exceed and Excel has gone on and now has a son who's a slipper winner. If you're looking for 2-year-old speed and precocity, there's no better horse, I reckon, at that price bracket. He will cover as good as a book as Brave Smash or Santos or Invader or Divine Prophet covered for us, because we don't, you know, differentiate between them. They all get the best mares. We have 250 brood mares on the roster, and all of them are staying internal and going to our own boys, so they'll get every support they deserve.